All right, it's Mike's with Mike's podcast episode, 4?
Who fucking knows?
Bears preview week 3.
Bears versus Steelers.
Oh.
Should be an interesting one. What'd you think about our Bears last week?
Well, it wasn't pretty.
It was not pretty. By the way, that's Billy Hunt. You guys probably know him. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We'll give you time to plug later about your realty
No, I was
stuff
waiting
like
for you
that,
to
buddy.
introduce me, so that's why I didn't say anything.
This is Billy Hunt. Good friend. Go to all the Bears games with him. He's a season ticket holder now for how long?
Since '99.
It's 90 so that's a lot of torture. A lot of torture. But yeah, they look like dog shit last week. That was horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Had a little high expectations after the Atlanta game, and then they come out and lay a big turd.
Yeah, that was just.
That was beyond. Oh man.
It's hard to tell what went wrong because so many fucking things went wrong.
Yeah. It was. It was rough to say the least.
It was, especially after the like Billy said, the Falcons game. I mean, obviously that's we had a chance to win that game.
Yeah, they kept it close.
I mean, we had 4 shots to win that game. We had a drop pass at the 1 yard line by Jordan Howard and
it was. Yeah. I mean, actually, week 1, you were like, against the Falcons, when they did that, 2-minute, they did that 2-minute drill, at the end, and I'm like, wow, he moved it down the field, and they did it really effectively, and
yeah,
and you're like,
punch it in, I'm like,
this looks kind of promising. Pains. Maybe Glennon's not going to be he's not going to be a Peyton Manning or some shit like that, but he can manage the game and move it down the field, in a hurry if we need to.
He's not going to be, you could go way lower than Peyton Manning and say he's not going to be on him. He looks fucking terrible.
And then this week he showed his true colors. It seemed like that what's it called? The novelty wore off, and we ended up with what we had.
Yeah,
the true.
We're better than that, I think, but that was just, man, everything went wrong.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a little tape on Glennon. Can't throw the ball past 15 yards. I think that hurts.
Yeah, that's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially, you can't have at least Jay had the there was a chance he might wing it downfield, which opened up the running game a lot. So I think you're going to see the Steelers really tighten down on the run a lot, just because, I mean, who are they passing to and who's passing the ball?
Yeah.
I mean, really, who are these guys?
Yeah, the receiving core is not NFL caliber.
No, they're practice squad guys, man. You got a couple of ballers out there. I think, Wright's all right when he can catch the fucking ball. He runs a nice route, he can get open, but him and Bellamy can't catch at all.
I mean, if the Bears want to be remotely successful tomorrow, they're really going to have to run the shit out of the ball and run it effectively. I mean, and that's even a big if, because the Steelers are known for stacking the line and being like, nope, you ain't going anywhere, type of thing. So unless they can break through that and kind of open up the game, Bears are going to have a hell of a time tomorrow.
Yeah, they're going to have to hit Roethlisberger. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Run the ball and hit the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, if they can force some turnovers, and like I said, the D-line, if they can put some pressure on and, make him – because Roethlisberger, he's a good quarterback, but he does have a tendency when he gets under pressure.
Can you bring him down? Is Roethlisberger tackleable now? Because he used to be like the hardest quarterback in the world.
It's not even about tackling him. It's just about hitting him or putting pressure on him to make him
pressure.
throw stupid.
Pressure,
I mean,
hurries. Even if it's not hits, hurries. Just get him uncomfortable.
He does have a tendency.
That's the key to any fucking football game. Let's be realistic. But yeah, Roethlisberger, I think, is susceptible to that. So.
The only prediction I have for tomorrow's game is Roethlisberger will leave the game in a walking boot because he does every game, no matter what.
Yeah, right.
No matter what happens, he's taking over the drama queen status of Brett Favre.
Dude, he's got a contract with those guys, I think, man.
Yeah, I think he has a personal
Veracast or whoever it is.
Cast.
I think he has a personal walking boot that he travels with. Whether he hurts his shoulder or not, he'll leave in a walking boot.
Right? Is it some kind of strategy, or is it just like, I'm fucking falling apart, I need to keep it together here? He's taken a lot of punishment over his career.
He sure has.
Yeah. He's been pretty resilient. I mean, he's gotten injuries and he comes back and he does his thing, I mean, so.
Absolutely.
But he is also a nut job, too. I mean, he gets himself in some stupid shit a lot, too, off the field.
Yeah. He reminds me loosely of a McMahon, only McMahon was a lot smaller. I mean,
Yeah.
Roethlisberger was built to hit those or take those hits a little bit more than McMahon.
What did Roethlisberger do? Was he like on a Hayabusa and crashed it or some shit like that?
Yeah, he wrecked a motorcycle.
Yeah.
He raped 2 women.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They don't call him Rapist Burger for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, the name fits.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, it should be a fun time tailgating at least. We should turn the camera around at some point and look at the bus. Maybe
The
not right now,
bus.
but be going up in the bus tomorrow with fucking Rodney. He's been on the podcast before, and a crew of his friends, Billy Bryan, me and my mom.
Didn't Rodney have a poor taste in music?
He said something about that I turned him on to a lot of good music. And then he said something he said Limp Bizkit was one of the bands.
Or
I
like
was like,
Linkin
oh,
Park
shit,
or
man.
something.
No, the other one was like Warren G or something weird
okay.
like that. I was like, what? Are you sure?
No,
You're
I like
thinking of me?
Rodney. I like Rodney.
No,
I'm
he's a
just-
good kid. But we'll have fun.
Rodney, if
I
you're
bet
listening,
Rodney will
I'm just
get too
giving you
drunk,
shit.
though.
Don't worry.
I hope Rodney gets too drunk. How many bottles of Fireball do you think he'll
Oh
bring?
my God, that was not pretty last time Rodney
that
attended
was
a game with us last year. The Fireball was free flowing. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, man. Nothing attracts the hillbilly fucking quicker than Fireball.
Ooh, Fireball rough. Oh, God.
Jesus, dude.
Rodney likes to have a good time.
I was drinking that shit on my last ice fishing trip. Oh, it kept you warm.
I think it's just the name, too, because there's like 10 other brands out there that taste just the fucking same.
It's like aftershock.
Just that
It's like that
branding.
aftershock.
Right, Aftershock
and
was
like,
popular when we were
cinnamon
kids,
schnapps or
Avalanche and Aftershock had the crystals in the bottom, fucking breaking them out.
Oh, I have some memories.
Eating
of that
them like
shit
drunks.
From school, man. I remember that when I was at Purdue. Oh, I got some memories. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll have some fun. That's
I have
for
some
sure.
non-memories from that stuff too.
Yeah, I imagine.
Well, I have memories up until you don't have memories
Right.
anymore. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. Yeah. So Bears.
I say we should just devolve from the Bears and just go off on a tangent.
You know, the sad thing
I
is,
think that's all all people want to hear about the fucking Bears, man. I mean, what's our chances, really?
the sad thing is there's not. It's like what do you, especially after last week, what do you hang on to? I mean, what do you do? You know, they let up. What was it? What was the final score last week? What was it? 28-7 or some shit like that.
29 maybe.
29-7, I think.
So the defense really wasn't doing shit against Tampa.
It's a decent offense. I mean, they got receivers.
Yeah,
and
they
Mike
do.
Evans is a beast.
They do, but
Jameis Winston looked
you
pretty
know,
good. But
one thing that I noticed was when I was
I
watching,
think it's not really on our defense, man. I think our defense still looked like okay.
and here
our
was
secondary
the,
sucks.
here was the thing too, was that looking at it was, I was looking at the box score and I was looking at all the stats and stuff like that. You look at week 1, time of possession. It was pretty damn even between Atlanta and the Bears.
I think we actually had a slight advantage, didn't we? I don't know, or maybe
I don't
we were
remember.
right
It
there
was so
close.
close. I mean, it was almost 30-30,
Yeah.
type of thing. But you looked at last week, it was like
Yeah.
Bears 25, Tampa 35.
What we got to do this game
there
is
was a
not turn the
huge,
fucking ball over. That's all we got to
know.
do. If we don't turn the ball over once, that's a fucking win for the Bears.
You
That's the Bears' win right there. It's not
Yeah.
on the scoreboard. It's on the turnover board.
If
We can win the turnover battle, then that's good for me.
But it just
I don't
shows.
expect to win.
But it's showing this unpredictability now. All of a sudden, no consistency already.
Right.
Where you go week 1.
Well, at least they were kinda good the first game.
Looks manageable. Week 2. Oh shit! Here we go again. And you get to this thing where you're just like, can we just get some kind of fucking consistency here? Either be consistently just terrible,
Bad or good.
or be consistently mediocre.
consistently losing.
The Bears are never going to
They're
be consistently
consistent.
good this year.
We
but
have 2 games,
consistently
2 L's. That's
mediocre.
consistency.
Yeah.
There's your consistency, Mikey.
I really didn't think they'd win one of the first 4
No, neither.
or 5.
Yeah.
But then after the Atlanta game, I'm like, well, maybe this team's not as bad as I thought.
Right.
But then, yes,
Major League guys
last-
aren't too fucking bad.
Right. Then Sunday happened, and I don't think they'll win again. The first 4, and then they have Minnesota at home on Monday night.
No, do we think that's the Trubisky game? If Glennon keeps playing like he's playing,
I would think that would be the
that's
target.
the Trubisky game right there, right?
Give them 10 or 11 days to prepare.
I
don't-
said
I have no high expectations for him either,
4
but I want
games
him
and
to be
Trubisky will be in.
Christmas.
I remember I said that on the very first Bears preview. I said, hey,
If that-
4 games and Trubisky will be in because, and it's not that I want him to kind of go in and be fed to the wolves type of thing, but just that whole logic of, we got a quarterback, and Glennon's sucking right now. Now, unless he comes out tomorrow and shows some more consistency or something like that, like you said, it's just going to be. But
That comes true, man. We're going to start doing psychic readings with Mike.
I know,
so.
I know. But I'm also saying my 4-12 prediction looks awfully optimistic.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, you got, you know, wait, who's on Thursday night? We got
Green Bay.
Green Bay, so that's a loss. You know, I hate to say it, I'm not trying to be pessimistic.
Probably.
But that's
We can play them close, man. Let's see what
and
happens.
And then you got
tomorrow.
Minnesota a week later. Is it Minnesota the week
Yep.
later? Yeah, Minnesota. And Minnesota's not great, but they got.
At home, they're beatable.
They're-
I mean, we won one home game last
Yeah,
year.
right.
Let's make it that one.
But Minnesota can also is like one of those weird teams that they can all of a sudden show up. You know.
One thing about Minnesota is if Bradford's hurt, it'd be Case Keenum.
Yeah.
This is true.
That's the only
is
thing
true.
you'd hold your hat on is Case
yeah.
Keenum.
Yeah, we should be able to
Case
get to that
Keenum versus
guy.
Mike Glennon on Monday night. It doesn't get much better than that.
Wow, man. The ratings
that's a
are
Monday
the
night
rating,
game?
NFL ratings are already
Wow.
terrible. Jeez.
That's like 2 turds in a basket, man. Jesus Christ, throw it away.
Actually, tell me more about this 2 turds in a basket, because that sounds a little more
That's
attractive.
more like a Thursday night.
Oh wait,
game,
we'll
man.
actually have to be there. We should do the podcast on the bus, man. You should get a cheap ass ticket and go to the game.
I should.
Or just hide out in the bus.
Or I'll just sit out there and I'll have like the TV
We can
on
put
the
a TV
side,
on for
and then
you,
I'll just comment on the thing the
Yeah.
whole time. Maybe I could have you Skype in from your phone or
Dude,
something.
I'll probably
like
end up
that.
watching you because the Bears game will be so fucking uninteresting.
Yeah, I'll have you Skype in on the phone. You know, I can like feed it in, and we'll just sit there and talk shit about it all night.
I don't know. It depends if Verizon sponsors the stadium anymore because I have AT&T. Literally couldn't get reception inside the stadium.
Really?
Anywhere outside of it, fine.
Wow.
Inside, like, what the fuck's going on here? Verizon phones, perfect. So we just got to see the sponsorships. But I'm down for that because my other option is going down to pay $12 a drink at the bar and watching it on the TV.
That's my only beef with going to those games, man. I bought last
The only
game.
way I can turn my back on the game and still watch it.
Last game I went to was Minnesota and Bears a couple years ago. I paid, what was it, $14 for a hot chocolate with a shot of fucking peppermint schnapps in it.
Dude, why don't you bring your own peppermint schnapps? They only wand. You
I
just gotta put it in a
should've-
bladder. What you do is you ask your wife to put it in her boobs. You get 2 plastic bags. The nice, don't cheap on the fucking bags. Trust me on this one. Get 2 plastic bags and get yourself a bottle and pour them in. Have your wife tuck them on her boobs. Man.
I did see a cool thing.
I'm telling you, it
it
works.
was
Megan
the
does it
beer
all the
gut
time.
fanny
It's
pack.
fucking perfect.
Yeah, I saw that come out this week too.
I'm like, I could get one of
Dude,
those.
I'm telling you, you got to do my trick. Then when you get in, you just cut the corner off and you just squeeze it into your fucking drink, brother.
Yeah.
So they only wand you?
They only wand you.
We go through a metal detector at our game.
Well, we go through a metal detector, yes.
Yeah, but metal
I'm saying
detector ain't
you can
gonna
get in
detect
plastic
booze.
and booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go through a metal
All
detector
right.
as well. Yeah.
I thought they just.
Yeah, but they also, no, and maybe they didn't want. Maybe that's all the concerts I've been to recently.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's metal. It's only metal detection, so you can bring bladders of booze in. Just so you know. Just don't make it out. Don't bring a fucking Camelback in, people. Don't be a fucking idiot. You know, have your wife hide it in her boobs. Especially if she's got small boobs. So then just be like, maybe she'll want that. Point the fucking nipples out. I don't know. What do you think, man? All right, your scoring prediction tomorrow. What do you think the final score will be?
I'm going to go 28-13 Steelers. I'll be happy if the Bears score 3 times.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like
Surprise.
27-6. I think it's gonna be the Bears will chip a couple
27-6.
field goals and
I'm going to go 31-14 Steelers. Say 2 Treat Cohen touchdowns because I benched Howard and put Cohen in this week.
Howard can't
Fantasy
hang on the
football
ball.
teams. My
Howard-
fantasy football teams are 2-0, both of them. I'm like,
Nice.
okay, well maybe I don't fucking hate fantasy again. It just takes winning.
I can't do fantasy.
No,
man.
I do.
I
It's
suck
still,
at
it's
it
still stupid. I
terrible.
care less about it. But if I win some money, fuck it.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a few years and don't miss it at all.
No.
I
So,
played for a couple years and I couldn't. It's just too much managing, and I'm like, I'm just too busy.
I want to do
I
one more
can't
thing in these
really-
Bears previews. Let's predict their record every time as well. What do you think it will be now after we got 2 guaranteed losses? And how they've looked. Billy, first prediction. What do you think the overall record's going to be?
It's hard to win just 3 games in the NFL, and they did it last year. I don't think they could do it again this year.
No.
I think Vegas had them at 5.5. At the beginning of the year, I thought if they got one of these first 4, they'd get 6. I was going to bet the over and kind of stayed away from it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 6 still. The first 2 games, I figured they were going to lose anyway.
Give me 5.
That's
Give me
awesome.
5 and 11. 5 and 11. I'm gonna lower mine one game.
I'm lowering mine one game, 3 and 13.
3 and 13.
Yeah.
God damn.
I just after this last week, I just
And the Lions are looking good too. That don't
and
help.
that's the problem with this. The Lions are looking good. So you got a division with teams that are kind of minus. I think Minnesota has kind of flipped places with the Lions, like how I had them ranked in the thing. You know, I had Green Bay on top, and then I had Minnesota, Detroit, Bears. But they've kind of flipped.
Vikings over
because
the Lions?
the Vikings have the Vikings are beatable. I think like the Bears can.
Lions made the playoff
They're
last year.
beatable by the Bears. Let's put it that way. When I say beatable, I mean beatable by the Bears. So it's like, okay, I think it could be one of those weird games, like you said, because of the quarterback situation and stuff like that. But Detroit actually looks halfway decent this year. Now the question is, will they implode? Will there be a bunch of infighting with Detroit? Will there be any kind of guys in jail? You don't
even have to say that. You say is some Detroit-like shit gonna happen.
Right? Is any Detroit-like shit going to happen?
Lions shit gonna happen or what?
If not, if they can stay healthy and stuff like that, I think they could even compete with Green Bay for the division title.
My buddy was telling me, I think that Stafford this year, if he wins one more game, will beat Bobby Lane's win record with the Lions. And maybe that's the ultimate curse breaker. Maybe the Lions win the fucking Super Bowl this year. You think? You think that could happen? Maybe that's the ultimate curse breaker.
I would actually like if the Lions
They
won
went
Super Bowl.
0-16 on the 50th, or was it the 50th year of the curse?
Yeah.
And maybe this is the ultimate curse breaker for the Lions, man. How bad
Maybe
would that
they'll
feel
go
if the Lions
maybe they'll
won
go
the Super Bowl?
16-0 and win the Super Bowl. Not
Jim
really.
Caldwell would have to be awake for all this to happen. I think he's
So, dude. Maybe Stafford. Maybe there's paying Stafford to coach the team
I
secretly
don't.
too.
That guy never changes his facial expressions on the sidelines.
He's
I don't
like
know.
Lovey. He's like
I don't know if
Lovey.
he's alive or
He's just
dead.
always like,
I don't know.
Speaking of Lovey, how about the Illini?
I ain't gonna go into that, man. I was gonna say let Billy tell you what he does for a living, and then let's maybe keep going on just some non-bear shit.
That's
Maybe
fine.
another episode
That's fine.
on some general shit. Billy can hang around for a little bit, right?
Yeah, got nothing planned.
Yeah. You're
Really?
welcome to stay on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm a local real estate agent, so if anybody listening to this is looking to buy or sell a home,
You want to sell my house?
yeah, I do.
Okay, then you can sell my house.
All right, cool.
I'll call you up.
First
and-
customer, folks.
I gotta finish putting up my deck and put
Let
the
you know how
siding
it
back
goes.
on, but
Yeah.
you can sell my house.
All right.
We'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Website. What information you got on?
You can find me at Facebook at Bill Hunt Realtor.
Bill Hunt Realtor.
Bill.
Bill. BILLHUNT.
T as in Tom, yeah. Realtor.
Nice.
Yeah, so I buy or I sell houses here in Northwest Indiana. Anybody looking to buy or sell, or if you know anybody looking to buy or sell, please hit me up.
Customer
Seriously,
here,
one of the most
customer
honest
here.
dudes I know, man. Billy's not gonna fuck you, whether he knows you or not. Billy's an awesome dude. He's just an honest guy.
I just want somebody to sell
Most
my
honest
house.
guy you know.
I can do that.
At
Thanks
least for as much as I paid for it.
All right.
a
Anything
great-
else to add with the Bears, man? Let's wrap this shit.
It's a great market right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Good time to sell.
All right, boys and
Not for
girls.
someone else all the
Well,
time.
it looks like this week with the Bears is kind of a wash.
Yeah, I think we're
I
fucked.
really said, I'll watch it. I won't enjoy it.
I'll go.
but-
I'll sweat. Get half a
Yeah,
sunburn.
you guys at least be there. At least it'll be fun to be there.
Although
It's
some of
always
my
a good
body will
time
be
to
sunburned
there.
and right half won't be.
And it's going to be like Tampa weather, man. That's what it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be fucking
At least
hot.
I know it. The sun won't hit me until midway through the second quarter.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been going.
Das vidania, Harisho Vishu.
Later, fuckers.
And later.